5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turntables activated. Get ready.
The most versatile hip-hop radio station in the world.
You can talk about us, but you can't talk without us. Phenomenal radio. We are what radio should be. You could listen to one of those other stations, but what would your friends think?
Holy shit. Where'd you find this?
You're locked into the #1 online radio station.
Here we go!
It's not that your radio sounds strange. You just found the station that plays what you like.
Phenomenal radio.
Radio just got a lot more fun. Thanks for listening.
Phenomenal Radio, PhenomRadio.com, the most versatile hip-hop station in the world, where we take the power of the industry and place it in the hands of the independent Phenom streaming, global audio forensics. I am one of your hosts in here at Slaystone Music, your brother, network distribution specialist, in here with my brothers, Dick James, the Industry Plug Magazine, and our special guest, DjRowski, holding it down. Going to bring you some phenomenal information. But we appreciate you for tapping in with us. Make sure you hashtag audio forensics, hashtag Phenom Radio, hashtag the Industry Plug Magazine. Tap in with us. Search the plug room. Any of these brands, any of these names, DjRowski, that you catch on this stream, this simulcast, plug in with it, because we're not just saying words because it's cool or we think we are something. It's work we putting in and facts and stuff that can be proven at no limited time. Again, I am your brother at Slaystone Music, represent Phenom Radio, Global Audio Forensics. Dick James, what we got, man?
Peace. What's good, everybody?
Peace,
Checking in on what some of our people would call, Valentine's weekend, and we're here, like you said, with the People's Choice DJ, the one and only Mr. Elite Fleet DJ, DjRowski. What's good?
What's good with you, brothers? What's happening?
Man, I'm good, man. Just appreciate you tapping in, plugging in with us today.
Oh, yeah, man.
Coming through, sharing some jewels. And we was building before we got on here, but for those that don't know or who haven't heard of DjRowski, let them know a little bit about who you are, what you do, and what makes you unique.
What's up, man? What's up, word? It's your boy DjRowski. Like Dick James said, the people choice, man. You can't ban the Rowski, man. Man, the voice of the youth, the voice of the silk, man. Actually, just me, man. I'm a DJ. Of course, I'm a fleet DJ, man. Definitely you can network with, man. I'm a tour DJ. At the same time, I'm a radio DJ, man. So I'm on Phenomenal Radio, man. Bring you nothing but that fire, what I do, man, I try to help out different artists worldwide. I got an artist development thing that I do for artists, man. Try to bring them, try to get them out there, man. Try to network with artists, try to get them built up, man. Try to get them in the right path, man. There's a lot of artists that are just artists. They don't know about the background of it. You know what I'm saying? There's 95% business, 5% talent. So you definitely got to have your business right. And so that's how I try to mold these artists, man. Get them in the right path, network them with the right people, and just get them going, man. So that's a little background of me, man. That's what I do.
Yes, sir. So how long has DjRowski been helping artists and been a DJ doing what you do? And how did that begin?
Well, first of all, man, I was an artist at first, man. So I was a rap artist, and I went by the name DjRowski. So I went by the name DjRowski. I'm sorry. And so I chilled out on the music, rapping. You know what I mean? I sat back and I thought about it, man. I said, I know I can't be a producer. I'd been a manager before. I said, I just got to find another lane to get into. So I got in the basement, man, and started DJing out behind the scenes because Timbo didn't even know how to DJ, just practicing on my craft. And then I finally just popped out, man, and got hot on it. So DJing, I just got an ear for music, man. I know a hot record when it's a hot record, man, by just hearing it in the first 15, 20 seconds, man. I know that it's going to go if that's the content it's going to go. So DJing is just what God put me at, man. I mean, I done did more DJing than I done did as an artist, and and I was a hell of an artist, man. I got pretty dope content, you know what I mean? But DJing is just turned into my passion right now, man. I like what I do. I like breaking records, and I like bringing new music through the door. Definitely.
Yes, sir, brother. One more question before I pass it over to my brother Dick James. You mentioned that you mentioned something God gave you, and so with the by that, I'm sure you'll explain to us that you mean a gift. But what is it? This is a two-part question. When did you recognize your gift to recognize good music? How did you notice that it was a gift? And then what makes you? How do you utilize that gift?
When I really recognized that I had the gift for hearing music is when I ran across two artists from Mississippi, gospel artists, gospel music. They actually came through the Rowski room, man. It's a platform for independent artists out there that I do on my platform. And I heard their record and I told them, man, I said, those two records, these records are, listen to what I'm telling you now, these records are 10 years old. I said, but those two records right there gonna take y'all somewhere. They came on my platform. We did the record. A lot of people around the world that tapped in me, all my coalitions, end up grabbing this record. Days after they left the Rowski room, they've been on tour ever since, man, off those two records. And they tell people every day, it was Rowski that picked these two records. They had two other completely records. I turned the other two records off. They sent me 4 records. I didn't want to hit them on 2 records because I was tapped into those 2 records. I heard and saw the vision in them songs, and I know that the people can feel the song is reality music, man. It's gospel music. It's a twist to it because it's gospel rap. And it's crazy that both, one of them is a minister and the other one is the head deacon of a church. But that's when I know I had the gift for music, man, just by seeing and hearing their music and passing it out and sharing the music to other DJs. And then other DJs and promoters book these guys. Like I said, a week after they left the roasting room, man. And they've been on tour ever since, man. So it's just like I got the ear for it and I saw the gift then that God giving me the vision, you know what I'm saying, to put people in position. That's what I'm here for. That's why I DJ. I tell everybody it's bigger than me. It's way bigger than me. But if you got the quality and you got what it takes to get to the next level, that's what Rowski here for, man. So that's what PHENOM radio here for. You know what I mean?
1,000.
You got the quality, we gonna burn you up on the radio, man. So
1,000. James.
Yeah, Rowski. I used to call him Danger Raw all the time. I used to talk to him on the phone because he used to reach out to me before I came back down to the dirty when he was an artist. And I used to say all the time, boy, you got that that no limit. You got that bout it spirit in you. Um, and then I came home and then I got to listen to some other music that was just now starting to sizzle in the Carolinas and on the east side of the South. Um, what's my boys from Nashville? I tell you all the time, you don't sound like them,
Carlito.
but you remind me of 'em. Starlito and them. Them boys is super dope. And so I began to recognize where the influence came from because Mississippi is like the Mecca in the middle of a melting pot when it comes to Louisiana, Texas, and Tennessee. And then Alabama, Mississippi, they two are the same thing. So he disappeared from the scene as an artist. And I'm home and I'm moving around. I'm out here with our cousin, rest in peace to Mike Ellis.
Yes, sir.
He was with Universal and Universal Fontana. And he was taking me throughout the South, everything west of the Mississippi. And he was introducing me as the manager to all the radio station program directors, music directors, MP3 wax, vertical DJs, everything you could name of. Because I only knew East Coast. I didn't know anything about the South except it was home. And then I learned so many different things while I was out here with our cousin Big Mike. And then I collaborated the things that I learned on the East Coast with Big Bub and Arnold Taylor AJ Savage and so many other greats. And I began to look for someone that I could partner with and pair up with, that I wasn't going to have no issues with being able to rely and trust on them. And, lo and behold, thankful to social media, because like you said, he popped out and had the Rowski room going. And I was just vibing, just coming back in the city. Boom, I'm on there just looking. Boom, there you go. I'm like, damn, that's Cuzzo. And Cuzzo DJing. Oh man, it's like a lightning bolt went through me. It's like, yo, it's so many things that we're gonna be able to do that he don't even know it. I didn't even know it until I saw him. And this big old ideas, light bulb in my head. Bling, 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 bling. All these artists. Everybody's looking for an angle. We just gonna pick up from where Big Mike left off, and we're gonna take it even further. And we're gonna be able to pull so many different variations, artist companies from so many different places. And we're gonna do something that ain't nobody been able to do. Bring them to Mississippi.
Facts.
Mississippi has always had to go to Tennessee or to Texas or to Atlanta or to New York or Cali, Chicago, wherever. Since 2022, me and Rowski been bringing them to Mississippi, and we're gonna keep bringing them in. You know what I mean?
Pipeline.
DjRowski's a mixtape DJ. He's a radio stations, multiple DJ, radio station DJ. He's a fire club DJ. He's a ceremonial DJ. He's a multiple award winning recipient DJ. And like you said, he like myself, we we love the kids and the kids love us. And the people who are in charge of the activities for the children, we got phenomenal relationships with them. So that's the reason why Rowski's here, not just because he's a DJ, but when he gets on the mic as he's DJing it and that voice goes across the airwaves, it's like the audience is in a trance.
Yes.
Hypnotized minds. It's like, yo, tell them what they need to be doing, cuzzo.
Right.
And it's always positive, always upbeat, always considerate, thanking people, reminding people what you're supposed to do when we out here representing uh, particularly people who own businesses. You know what I mean? And the music is a part of entertainment and the host. Because people come out, but a lot of times in our past, they don't dance no more. They really don't know what to do. It's a lot of different mixtures of things going on. So the DJ has always and will always be, when he or she knows that, the master of the ceremony. He the man, he got the key to that. He got the energy, he got the vibration. He knows how to play all of the different variations of music from each timeline, no matter what the genre is. And it's multi-diverse. So that's why DJ Rowski is here. He hadn't heard this. I Chip tell him different things around the clock. However, this is my first time interviewing him. And I know I'm doing a lot of talking about him, but it's a lot to be said about him. And he's not gonna do it. So since I have the closest relationship with him and I experience a lot of these things firsthand, that's why I'm putting it out there. So when he do say what he gonna say, there are no gaps missed. Cause welcome to the board, DJ Despair,
Well,
our Canadian brother, our North American brother.
What's up?
Um, and
salute.
and he's a phenomenal DJ. That's why he's on Phenomenal Radio. He's on so many different other platforms, and we're about to put him on so many other platforms because the brotherhood is calling. And I constantly get text messages, inboxes, emails about the people that I constantly introduce, interact with, and speak on behalf on a consistent basis. They know that word of mouth is everything. They know that reputation is everything. And so we all have put in work and time. And congratulations to your time and your effort, bro. We love you.
Man, appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's dope. You know what I mean? And when I say that, I mean that because I just learned that, the relationship that you both had up until now. You know what I mean? And what's crazy, what's unique about it, not crazy, I don't know if crazy is the right word, but what's dope about it is how the universe aligns itself. You know what I mean? And how things come together. People, places at the right times. And without going too much further into it, I got one more question. I'm gonna throw it back to James. But it's a clip that one of our brothers recently said, and this is just what he said that matters. And I'm explaining myself because some people think you just name drop. I'm not doing that. But Kanye had an interview, I don't know when it was, in the past couple years, and he was saying something along the lines like, don't make so many plays, don't be so strategic on every single thing, because, and I'm paraphrasing, the universe is going to align itself how it's supposed to for you with the work that you're doing. If you're doing right and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing and you just stay on it, things will fall into place. And just hearing the brief history that you gave us on Rowski and James and how y'all came together and work y'all was doing and how y'all gel and whatnot made me think about that. And even us now collectively, from Despair, James, me, Rowski, Phenom, Fleet DJs, the Industry Plug magazine, Street Killers, and all these brands, and us doing work in different entities over the years. Rowski starting out from rapping to gospel music to DJing and the plays weren't necessarily made for that, but the actions and the work was, and now look where we at. You know what I mean? And this is even in that chain. So I think that's a phenomenal thing, man. Rowski, with being a rapper and a DJ, recognizing that gift and giving opportunities, what lack do you see right now in the hip hop industry side of the music industry? What are some of the lacking areas that you see, or problems that you have a solution you want to speak on, or that you see we fulfill the need on, us, any one of us, or people you connected to?
I mean, the biggest thing is a lot of artists out there be scared to build a relationship. That start off first. You got to build a relationship, and you got to have a strong team, just like we got a strong team here. You can't be ashamed to speak to Stone. You can't be ashamed to speak to DJ Asper. You can't be ashamed to holler at Timbo James. You know, you got to swallow your pride, because, or you can't be ashamed to speak and holler at me. You know, all egos on the ground. You got to be able to reach out and build a relationship with people. Everybody that comes through the Rowski room, I ask them, how important you think it is as you as an artist to network with a DJ? And a lot of them say it's very important. It is, because I do a lot of different events, from kids events to weddings to colleges to high schools. Like Timbo James said, the club events, private events, whatever you call it. I'm the DJ that play different genres of music, period. So if I can fit the artists in, I will. So my thing of the matter is, artists got to learn to build a relationship and be they self. You know what I mean? Be yourself. Be organic. You know what I mean? Come out, being yourself, and it'll take you a long way, man. So when I was an artist, and I'm gonna say this, when I was an artist, it was hard for me to get DJs to play my music, man. And I know I had it. So in my mind, I was thinking that, you know, maybe the DJs was hating on me, but honestly, they wasn't. I at the time, I went thinking until I became a DJ, I did not build a relationship with those guys. You can't just walk in the club and say, hey, play this. They go $100, play this. Sometimes that don't work. You just got to build a relationship. You got to walk in and say, hey, DjRowski, hey, check this out when you leave the club. Because 9 times out of 10, after I spin records all night at the club, I be ready to hear something different. So I like when artists just say, hey, blah, 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 I'm going to send you this. When I ride home, I actually do check out your music. It may be 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I give you feedback. I say, hey, man, I like that, boo, boo, boo. Or, hey, man, you need to work on this, blue, 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 you know. But definitely, you know, I check artists out. But as an artist, that's how I felt my downfall was not building a relationship with a DJ. I feel that I could have went further and making a lot of content. I wasn't making as much content as I needed to as an artist. But as a DJ, man, I'm all over. I'm everywhere. I'm the content king. I'm going to stay in your face. I'm going to stay on social media. I'm going to stay on the radio stations. I'm going to stay bringing you something. You know what I mean? So that's what it is, man. Without being long-winded.
Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. James, and then throw it to Despair.
Yeah, I had got a little brain freeze for a moment. I was like, yeah, that's how you work it, baby boy. You know, keeping it genuine and always think of others. Always be considerate and be willing to help somebody else other than our selfish ass selves. That's the key. You you know, the last event we did last Saturday, and we went and we turned the club up R&B flavor. We got a lot of numbers on that, you know, that vibe pushes. But while we were on our way en route, I don't know if Stone got it yet or not. But you know, Bro went ahead and dropped that bomb, you know, where you and your man's is beefing. You sent that record to me in the email, and you like, yo, whatever influence you got, however you can get some support on it, do that for me. And I said, yeah, cool, let's just do this right here. I ain't gonna tell him we gonna do it, but I want him to see it. And so we was knocking that record because you and your man's beasting on that joint. You know the record I'm talking about, Stone?
I don't, brother. You know what I mean? I apologize. I don't. I
What
appreciate it.
record did you just recently send me? You sent me
Uh,
two records in my email.
I sent Assassin's Creed and I think the OGs.
Okay,
Oh, geez.
then the OGs was
Oh,
nothing
geez,
against
man. That's what.
Assassin's Creed, but the OGs they were the OGs on that track. I mean, it's like I didn't hear nothing different than when I heard my Uzi weighs a ton, or you know what I'm saying, my Oldsmobile, you know what I'm saying, Public Enemy, the real Public Enemy, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88. That's what I heard when I heard that OGs record. So that's why, you know, I had to send that record to Cuz. It's like, Cuzzo, go ahead on and put that thing on this right here. He gonna feel this when he see this. He gonna feel this in his juice right there. That's a record.
Yeah, it's powerful records. One of the records that I'm playing right now on all my stations, man.
Oh,
Definitely,
that's
man.
dope.
Salute to that record, man. You're getting a lot of good feedback on that record, man. I'm dumping it. I'm dumping it. I'm dumping it. And I love it, man. So I was riding, we was riding to the club, and I surprised Timbo with. I said, check this out. And so it was like the grand finale of a mix I did for like 2 stations. So
Oh
uh,
wow.
then I end up putting that mix, and I end up putting that record. Your mix is on like 15 stations after that. You see what I'm
Oh
saying?
wow. Yes, sir.
You close it out on on almost all my mixes. That song right there, man, is either the closing song or the starting song. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
dope, man. And
A lot
infinite gratitude and respect, brother, for that.
a lot
Both
of
of
people,
y'all.
long story short, a lot of people wanted the record. So in my coalition, we got a dunk room. So I dumped it in the dunk room because I share music with other DJs. So I dumped it in the coalition, tape maker, and the fleet DJs, man. So they like that record, man. You're getting a lot of good responses off of it. Great delivery on it. So I appreciate
Yes,
that.
sir, man. Salute to the DJ. Salute to the real, man. Infinite gratitude and respect for that, man.
Yes,
Let the
sir.
And that's what it's
DJs
about,
eat,
man.
baby. You feel me? And with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead on and pass it on over and let the DJs, you know, the phenomenal DJs, phenomenal all-star radio DJs, let them converse because that's what y'all do. You know what I mean? DJ Despair. What you gotta say, brother?
First and foremost, I'm glad to be in the room with you all. I'm just in the middle of packing, heading ready to go back to Toronto to go do the release for the new single we have dropping next week. So, as a DJ breaking records, why do you do it?
I do it because I want to see the artist actually be able to fulfill their dream and at the same time uh, be able to get to the point in life where they want to be. Because I mean, 9 times out of 10 as an artist, you're trying to get it so you can be financial stable for your family. So I want to see everybody win.
Okay, now touching on that, but most of these artists these days just think that they could just get in Spotify, no work, just go on shows. Can you explain hard it is to work a record and how long it takes?
Yeah, definitely. You can't just drop a record today and get it to me and send it to you and think that it's just gonna take off tomorrow. Then you sending us a new record tomorrow. It don't work like that. Normally, you need to push a record for six months to a year. That one record. Don't send me and DJ Despair other records. We need to push and dump that record for a year, man. It take a year, sometimes 2 years. I done seen people So I done seen some records take 2 years, and people be like, we already, in their states, we been heard that, but it just took off. So you actually need to push your work or push that song for a year to 2 years, man, definitely.
And a lot of these artists don't understand the concept of rollouts. So just recently, I had to teach some people. The first off, you put out the advertising like we did for this show. Then you put out the music. Then you give them a little taste every single time leading up to the actual grand finale. But a lot of these artists and a lot of people in the industry right now don't know how to do these things. So then they come to the coalition DJs like us, the breaking record DJs like us. And then I'm just glad to have you on here because I'm tired of talking.
No, you good, bro.
And so many artists these days don't get it because every day they're trying to fight with me, talk about, I just go on Spotify and they're going to listen. How are you going to find you when billions of people are on Spotify?
They're not going to find you. If you don't got nothing behind you, no DJs behind you, they're not going to find you. And then a lot of these artists don't even know how to, and I mean no disrespect when I say this, they don't even know how to catalog their music. I done got to the point, I'm sure you have too. If you send me a song that don't have the artist name, the name of the song, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's like a waste to me.
Or the name of the song and no artist name.
No artist name or nothing. And man, you want me to play it. I'm lost. Because
okay.
If I try to send it to you, you don't even know who it is.
Now, that's why I'm glad you actually walked into what I was going to talk about. Coding your tracks. We've been doing this since mixtapes with iTunes. Why is nobody getting this already?
No artists know how to do that.
We did it with CDs. Why is nobody getting this already? It's the same thing as digital imprint coding. You've been doing it with your CDs since Apple started.
Right.
So I don't understand why is it like not making sense when Apple made it even easier now to have the whole breakdown in there, to the composer, to everything. You can even put your coding in there now. Like
a lot of, I ain't kind of get you out, but a lot of artists don't know the fundamentals, man. The fundamentals of it. I mean, if you even ask for a DJ service pack, they lost. So I had to re-innovate. I need a DJ service pack. What is that?
Did you love that?
I need your instrumental. I need your vocals. I need the clean version and the dirty version.
Why would I give you my instrumentals and acapellas for? Why?
Because DJs actually will put that in their mix, man. A lot of DJs that do a lot of mix DJs, a lot of EDM DJs. When they mixing, sometimes they may throw your instrumental over another track, or they may just throw your vocals over another beat. That's why in a DJ service package we need that. We got a lot of DJs that do phenomenal things with music, and I'm sure you do.
I'm getting people sending me the whole stems, and because now with the stems I can play with them. So it's just like I'm getting like what it is that we receive a lot of music weekly, and I know that you do. I really like between the coalitions, between Aviator, all the innovators, all these different sites that we're on. I was laughing the other day. My nephew's sitting there is like, "Yo, the new Drake album's dropping tomorrow." I'm like, "I'm already listening to it."
Right.
He's like, "What?" And I was like, "I've already been listening to it." He's like, "Oh, well, how could I get it and go become a DJ?" It's just like, you know what I mean? It's like, get to the record labels first, get to the people first that it gets to certain things, because a lot of people don't understand what it's important to have people like us to even push the record or even play it in different cities and to be in conversations like this right now, where I'm tired of telling people how far the reaches go. I'm tired of telling people that us DJs are a tight niche because people are always going to shows and running to the rapper. No, you go to the DJ. The DJ will get you to the rapper.
Right.
Because if the DJ likes you and likes what you got going on, then he'll try and work a collab because that's going to be his track. But a lot of these guys are not thinking like that. And then they're paying all this money to be on the track with somebody who ain't going to drop it.
No, you're wasting money doing that. It's J1 is I know y'all probably heard his Southern Soul artist. He got a song right now with Big Yayo and Derek Jeter. And he got on social media yesterday and was telling them they need to promote the song. And that's sad because you shouldn't have to force no other artist to promote a song that you paid for the feature for. You get what I'm saying? So like you said, you got to spend your money wisely as an artist. And if I was an artist, I'll be trying to network with these DJs and I'll be trying to get ads myself. Social media got so many ad campaigns that you can run yourself. You know what I mean?
And
Yeah,
the
but no one knows how to
DJs,
monetize. No one knows how to get all that stuff because even now, like I could play tracks online and put up interviews like this with the music in it. And if Warner and all that pops up on Facebook, all I have to do is say, "Hey, I work with this artist and this and this." I'll
Right,
get it. I'll get it released right back in 2 seconds.
right.
But people don't know these things,
They
right?
don't.
Because if you're not the people's champ or the people's DJ, what they gotta say is like anybody can be a club DJ.
Right,
Anybody can be a bedroom DJ and all this stuff, but it takes the heart of a DJ to say, "Hey, like this record, take this record and listen to it. Call your other DJs and go, yo, you're gonna like this record." Next thing you don't get, like people don't have that networking skills, like you were saying earlier. It If you don't go network or actually go watch other DJs or go pay attention or go to the DJs in the club and say, "Hey, what are you drinking? Yo, hold this USB. Hey, can I airdrop you a couple of tracks?" Like, talk.
right.
I had to teach my son that for basketball. He's like, "Dad, like, why am I sitting? Like, the coach had me kind of sitting for a bit. I don't know what's going on." I said, "Go ask him." He's like, "Well, go ask him." Came back, he goes, "It was my earrings." I said, "I told you a long time ago, take your jewelry out." I go, "This is not the Irishman age for you kids. You're still in junior high." Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you're just starting. So you're not an NBA player running around jewelry on court. I don't know why you have jewelry on court. But no disrespect or anything. He had to learn a lesson, and I could have told him.
Right,
But you know what I'm saying? If you don't take that initiative, why would I play your record?
right.
And this is another thing for some of you rappers out there. Just because you get like 3 cents, maybe 4 cents of a radio play on FM, at least you're getting played on radio.
Facts, facts. Digital track.
Yeah, go get your digital tracking. It costs like what? Maybe $40 a month just to go find out what you did.
Yep.
But if you don't care about your craft, don't go be complaining to the people that are playing you because we'll stop playing you.
Facts. Big facts. That's big facts right there.
And as a DJ, how many artists has been affected by you not playing them?
It's a lot. There's a lot of artists get upset and mad because I don't play. But I mean, I can't. I'm the type of DJ like you. I like to share music. If I can't share the music with you, I don't want the music. If it ain't like we said before, and I'm gonna go back. If it's not coded right, I'm not sending this to you because I'm wasting your time and my time. You know. So it's a lot of artists that get upset, but artists, you got to get right, man. And if you can't get right, get with somebody like both for the DJs. Get with these guys on PHENOM. Get with somebody, man, to direct you in the right path. It's okay to swallow your pride. No, I don't know it all, but I know enough. You know what I mean? And I know
How is it important to have drops being sent out to actually like finesse the DJ? You know what I mean? Like send a drops,
simple.
send a personal 8 bar on the track.
It's
that's
simple
a
stuff.
token of, that's like saying thank you, brothers.
It's
That's
all.
You know
like
what I'm
tipping
saying?
the hat. I appreciate what you guys offer because if it wasn't for the DJ, we wouldn't have, we as artists, we wouldn't have a job or position or opportunity or hobby or whatever. Because the DJ originally, we stated this before in a interview. That you guys as the DJ, you were the producer first, you were the beat maker first, you were the stage hand, the stage manager first, you were the MC and the host first. And then the MC came along because you weren't too selfish. You were unselfish enough to allow someone else to come in and become a co-host and help you motivate the party or take a moment or be able to get a breather. And then that's how the MC was born.
Facts. Facts.
You
Definitely.
know, go ahead, Rowski.
No, I'm good.
No, I was just gonna say, man, you had a great point, man, and it's good talking to another DJ brother, man. I pray we connect pretty much more after this, man.
Oh yeah, we'd be talking on the regular because I only like talking to DJs. Well, Timo and Slate, they actually get in my head, so they understand me on another aspect because we businessmen, and a lot of people don't seem to understand that we network kings. We plug people in, and I don't understand why people don't seem to understand that because if you have something that you could give somebody else, like when we were in Nerve DJs in the beginning, I came in with an app, and then all of a sudden everyone's like, "How do you have an app?" And this was like, I think what, 15 years ago? Like time, like when I was I'm introduced to technology in a different way with stuff online because I was digging into things and I was learning how to code and all this other stuff. And after that, it was just like, hey, do you need help with a website? Hey, how do you do graphics? Hey, here's a site that does these crazy graphics. I loved every week having a conversation with DJs and entrepreneurs where we were doing this. And may the powers may be, some things had happened and we had to separate for a while, but now we back and we bigger and stronger than ever. But we stand as individuals with a lot of power. Like I'm now, from the time I was working with Slay them, I was trying to figure out how to work a record, put my own records out. And I was using artists to do that, to figure it out for myself. And one day I was sitting with Slate and a bunch of them. I said, you know what? No, part of my French, but F an artist, I'm going to make myself into an artist. And now I'm living that life and touring and having fun and charting and stuff and looking at people going, okay, remember before when you said, well, show us. Now I'm like, here's a charting record. Here's a sync licensing for the Raptors. Here's this for this. Here's this for that. This is what we got going on. Here's so many records that are coming out. And I got 6 other albums about to drop off. Plus I got a hold of 2 crazy producers' hard drives. Wow. So I just sat back and I told people, now we're A&R reps for labels. Now we are marketing and promoting artists for labels. Now we're getting paid to do what we're doing. But it took a while of doing the free A&R work, the little learning steps, because this shit ain't free. And I had to post up this thing today. Like, we took years to figure out all these tools.
Facts.
Why do artists feel privileged to just throw a record in front of us and say, hey, push my record, fam? But you're not going to go back online and repost when I put it on the radio, or even shout it out, or even take a video clip of the radio show.
Right.
Or even bring other clients to us so you could do things.
Facts.
Why do people want to hold the Holy Grail all the time, man? That shit doesn't make sense no more.
That's when you had to cut the scissors on and let them watch from the sideline. Them person was just business.
Yeah, you can't, and y'all are right. I'm just interjecting, man. You can't continue to put energy and time and resources in places where it's not appreciated, or they don't understand the value, or why even they don't understand it at all. Like, it's ignorance, and ignorance just means you don't know. So when I don't know everything. I think Rowski was saying this earlier. It's like, I don't know everything, but what I do know, you know what I'm saying? I forgot how you put it. That's what I'm applying. Is this what it is? You know what I'm saying? And so if them not wanting, like you said, in despair to learn the game, we live in an instant gratification society, you know, where we condition mentally to these TikTok algorithms, 30 seconds, 60 seconds. If it got more than 3 seconds, I'm not going to read it, or 3 sentences, I'm not going to read it. Like, it's crazy. And it just feeds to that mind frame. And I just learned that hearing y'all talk about it. Like, these cats still ain't fucking with the DJs in 2025. Like,
it's not.
I get it.
It's not the fact that they're not fucking with us. It's the whole fact is that they don't understand us. Because the one thing I hate more than anything in the world is getting a message from an artist and they're like, here's my music. And I'm like, I don't even listen to it. I'm like, I don't play YouTube. I don't play Spotify. Send me a DJ pack. And then as soon as I say DJ pack, they're like, what are you talking about? And then right there, I don't want to have a conversation with you.
So it.
Because you don't know what you're doing. You're just thinking that you're going to send me your Spotify. Like, I hate when people walk up in the club and play no. Don't you have Beats? No, I don't put that stuff on my laptop. I literally get these records directly from the labels. So if you're not sending it to me, but I'll get a direct message from Tech9 or certain other people saying, here's this, here's that, or thank you for this. But you're still not going to believe that the DJ is doing anything for you. But if we don't play the record, who's going to hear it?
Right.
Because I know your friends are not just bumping your record around the car and telling other people to listen to it.
No.
And then I know damn well your parents ain't doing it. So, and this new age of kids, man, just remember, I'm a parent too. So when you turn it around and come into an adult that's already lived this life and already been through this music game, been through all this crap, been carrying crates of records, speakers upstairs, when there's no elevators in apartment blocks and stuff, and you have to at least have 10 loyal friends to carry your records in and out of buildings for you. You don't know shit about this music game when you have to sit there and make sure your DJ had all the records to do the transitioning for your one song. There was no producer, there was no drum machine, there was like you couldn't afford most of that stuff back then. Like look at Jam Master Jay from the beginning of that. One record is playing the round thing, and that's where the round robin came in to continue a beat. Take one sample from a thing and keep flipping it. But a lot of these artists will never understand that because they could jump on stage right now with the vocals on the back of a track and complain about sound check doesn't sound right.
Yeah. James. Yeah, you're right. What's crazy, real quick, I know you had your finger up, James. I'm gonna let you talk, and then we'll see what's going on with Rowski. But it's crazy because back then, man, Phenom been up damn near 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is back then they was sending links like we say, hey, submit your music. This is what's required. We gonna play it for free. We got several DJ coalitions that we've been at the conventions, we rock with, we've built relationships with on our own. Those DJs are spinning on our platforms. We gonna pass them your record. Send us your music in this format, and we would still get links. Here, listen, here's my links. Go get my music. Like, what? Y'all still
Do you remember? Remember when we had file share? Remember when we had a little file thing that was sitting on your lap on the computer, and people were just dumping their music into it?
Yep.
And then everybody had to leave that open, and you had to have your computer on all the time just to have that thing in there. Just that file. You just copied it. You weren't allowed to pull out the songs. You just had to copy it. And that was huge. Like, now it's like the links thing doesn't make sense to me anymore because I'll tell you this right now, and Slate, you know this on a heavy scale. You don't get paid for Spotify if your friend's got a free account.
No.
Nope.
So I hope a lot of people understand that. But if you give a DJ to play in the club and radio, that shit counts. Because you never know. 300 people shazamming your music or millions of people on radio shazamming your music is better than somebody playing your music on Spotify for free. And Spotify's making the money.
Yeah.
Thanks.
James, what you have, James? You had your finger up.
Yeah, I was just gonna reiterate real quick before Despair came in. Rose said it, and I was just gonna repeat it. And I'm not even gonna call the majority of the ones that we're speaking of and generally collectively. I'm not even gonna call them artists because most of them fully don't understand or understand or overstand that you're an artist when you recognize that you are a brand, you are a product, which means you are a business. You if you don't understand and you're not speaking business terminology, then you're more than likely probably a musician because you probably got some kind of gift like the majority of us playing in the church, piano, guitar, string, drums, whatever the case it may be, and then television and radio. So we were all influenced yet, but when it comes down to becoming an actual artist, they have never studied and they're not going to study. They rely on third party, influencers. It's a it's an issue that we collectively have to learn how to deal with as individuals because you have to learn how to take care of yourself. You have to learn how to check your own mind out because your mind has been there all the time and has never swayed from us. And it has always been giving us a bunch of bull crap, but it has always been giving us the whole entire truth. And the majority of the times we're so distracted that we forget to check out our minds and then listen to what we have some sort of idea that what's being spilled to us is actually the truth. Even though we have never actually seen or experienced it directly ourselves. It's got to come from somewhere. And it's your inner self, because whatever you give worship to or have faith in or believe in, it's got to be a coalition. It's got to be in sync and in tune with one another because that's how you recognize that your higher being is telepathically speaking to you. And a majority of the time is done when we're resting because there are no distractions. They don't do enough time checking themselves out, so they depend on us. It's good that people like us, we're quality individuals, and when we do engage with them, we're going to give them absolute truth. Still, they're not going to practice what they're hearing us teach. So it's a lapse right there. It's a blame game. You're looking for someone to blame when things don't go the way you allow your mind to traject for you, because your mind is painting you an illusion. If you don't put in no work, how is there anything to look for? Because we got to do things on a normal basis. We get up, we breathe, we wash our face, we brush our teeth, prepare ourselves, and get ready to go to do whatever we do to put food on the table. That's your prime example. That's your example right there. In this music industry, entertainment, film business, it's the same. It is business. It's just an entertainment level of business, which means it's a portion of enjoyment, laughter, and whatever else can be, associated with those titles. But yeah, man, the DJ has always been an innovator. The DJ is gonna continue to. And again, like I said, thank you for the DJ, because the DJs are the creators of what we call hip hop. And that, for us, that's how we were able to have birth in this music. Because we're not practicing playing the instruments that we grew up in the church, and we actually took real lessons, because only place really we would have had opportunity to do that was still in the church, and we know that we can't be confined with just within the church. So I'm gonna let that go after that, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
Man, salute, King.
Yes, sir. Salute to you, DjRowski. Salute DJ Despair. Salute the real DJs out there. Hashtag salute the DJ. Hashtag let the DJs eat. Connect with these DJs. Connect with DjRowski, Rowski Land Mixes in the Rowski Room. Burning up the internet. Put it in your search engine. DjRowski, before you close it out, man, let the people know where they can find you, what you got going, and then we're going to end it on that note.
All right. DjRowski, man, you definitely can find me on Instagram, DjRowski662. You definitely find me on Facebook, DjRowski Henry. You can follow my fan page, DjRowski. You can find me on IG at HBE Gang. Man, you can find me on YouTube, DjRowski. Google DjRowski. That's DjRowski. You definitely can find me on PHENOM Radio every day, Monday through Friday, you know what I mean? 5 p.m., man, traffic jam, man, we coming through. So if you're artists out there and you're serious about your craft, you can email me your music, DjRowski662@gmail.com, man. We can connect and we can make it happen. Make it make sense, artists. Make it make sense. Salute.
Indeed, salute. Y'all got anything before we close out, James Despair?
It's been another phenomenal interview. One love to everybody that tapped in with us. Thank you for your time, sincerely.
And my new record's dropping on Tuesday, so I'll get it to you right away.
I needed ace.
All right, until next time, peace.
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 The most versatile hip hop radio station in the world. Phenomenal Radio.